not Tommy Pham. This whole team is Tommy Pham, if you think about it. Good morning to you. Good Tuesday morning. I'm Dejan Kovacevic of DK Pittsburgh Sports. This is Daily Shot of Pirates. It comes your way bright and early every weekday. If you're into football and or hockey, I also offer daily shots of Steelers and Penguins in the same place that you found this. Diamondbacks 5, Pirates 0 last night in Phoenix. Andrew Heaney gave up a couple of home runs. Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter what the pitching does. Almost without exception. Because these guys can't hit. And it's not that they're in a slump. It's not that they're unlucky. It's not that they're lacking clutch. It's that they can't hit. If you want to parse the performance with bases loaded or runners in scoring position, you can do that all day. The Pirates were 0 for 7 with guys in scoring position. In the 8th inning, they had bases loaded with nobody out. Their 3, 4, and 5 hitters were up. Brian Reynolds, Spencer Horwitz, Joey Bart. Nothing. Do they lack clutch? No. The team can't hit. Period. Exclamation point. Anytime anybody discusses this specific circumstance as if it's, wow, they're just not getting it done when they need to, you're letting everybody involved off the hook because you're suggesting within that their problems are situational, that their problems are therefore fixable. They are not. They are absolutely not. The team as a whole is, well, it's a slightly upgraded Tommy Pham, okay? The Pirates, of course, are dead last in Major League Baseball in scoring 164 runs. They're batting a collective .223. They've got a .303 team on-base percentage. They've got a slugging percentage of .329. I can't even wrap my head around that one. 37 home runs, second fewest in the majors. They just can't hit. They can't hit. Every once in a while, you're going to get entertained or even enchanted the way O'Neal Cruz did over the weekend with that unbelievable, I was there for that 122.9 mile an hour home run into the Allegheny River. But what you're looking at overall here is a team that cannot do anything offensively. And to get that, you really have to pull back from the day-to-day stuff. You have to realize that Bart specifically has the most at-bats of anybody on the team in the cleanup spot. And he has 1 home run, meaning like for the year, 1 home run. In the game last night, that honor went to Horwitz. Well, he hasn't been up very long, and in fairness, he's, kind of still going through his spring training and whatever, but he's 7 for 35 since his arrival. That's an even 200. He went 0 for 4 in this one. I don't need to go over Reynolds' ongoing struggles. He actually is in a slump because he actually can and will hit. But he's alone in this category. He's alone in underachieving. Everyone else is exactly who they are, with the possible exception of Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who is overperforming. What are you supposed to do? What can a manager do to make guys who can't hit? That doesn't happen anywhere. Jared Triolo this season has made 100 plate appearances, a remarkable figure unto itself. He is 6 for his past 56. He is batting .136. Back in the days when pitchers would hit, when relievers would hit, that number would get you mocked. In this environment, it gets you 100 plate appearances through a third of the season. So he's on pace for 300 plate appearances. I don't care if he's Brooks bleeping Robinson in the field. You can't play at 136. You can't play at all. You can't even stay at this level because you're useless to your manager off the bench. Now, all of this, of course, reflects entirely on Ben Cherington. Yeah, you can always point the requisite finger at Bob Nutting. You can say, A, Nutting was the one who hired Cherington. B, Nutting was the one who has yet to fire Cherington. And C, Nutting has the low payrolls. But if you're talking about payrolls, if you want to bring those into it, you'd better bring in who Cherington signs with the money that he's got. Pham signed for 1 year at $4 million. He's now batting .198 with 4 extra base hits over 141 plate appearances. Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, who was picked up by the Reds at 1 year and $5 million, just another million, is 29 years old. He's batting .324 with a .951 OPS. Don't make me tell you where that would rank on this roster. 6 home runs and 24 RBIs. And Cherington's paying these analytics guys for what exactly? Just to re-emphasize this, Hayes is 29. He had 3 really good years in Baltimore and then 1 down year. And the Reds took a chance on him. These are exactly the types of players you need to sign in Pittsburgh in this unfair economic system. You don't go and hand $4 million to the 37-year-old guy and then state publicly that it's principally for leadership, especially when he has no leadership traits. Oh my goodness. When we come back, J1Q. If you're looking for a great dining experience, look no further than North Shore Tavern. Located directly across Federal Street from PNC Park, next door to Mike's Beer Bar, North Shore Tavern is Pittsburgh's home for steak on a stone. Enjoy your steak finished on a hot lava stone in front of you, where you ensure each piece is cooked to exactly your liking. Or try their rotating selection of entrees, hot sandwiches, salads, and burgers, all while enjoying the ambiance dedicated to the great players and history of the Pittsburgh Pirates all around you. Come see why everyone's talking about North Shore Tavern and steak on a stone.
It's Gun Storage Check Week. Help prevent unwanted access to your firearms. No one wants their unsecured gun to be used in an accident, a suicide, or a crime. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to secure your firearms. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org. That's gunstoragecheck.org. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
Today's J1Q comes from Joe, who says, DK, at this point, does it matter? And I don't have a great answer for you, Joe, even though I feel like I know exactly what you're asking. Because in the 2025 season context, of course it doesn't matter. It doesn't come close to mattering, actually. The Pirates are, my goodness, let me call up the standings. I know they have 19 wins. I don't know that. Here it is, 19 and 36. They're 19 and 36, a .345 winning percentage, a -72 run differential. And heck, as long as I'm at it, when they face teams that are over 500, they are 7 and 24. And when I say teams that are over 500, I don't mean like teams that were over 500 at the time they faced them. I'm talking about teams that have actually earned that label. Teams that are currently in today's standings over 500. The Pirates are 7 and 24. That's unbelievable. No matter how bad you are, it's just remarkable. And listen, I know the Rockies are worse. I don't care about the Rockies. I don't cover them. I don't even know what's going on out there for that team to be 9 and 45 and everything else. All I know is that the Pirates are really lucky that the Rockies are whatever it is that they are. Because otherwise, the entire baseball world would be talking about the team that has Paul Skeens being 19 and 36. But does it matter? I mean, I tend not to be the downer type. I swear to you, if all you ever hear from me is Daily Shot of Pirates, I know that'd be a little bit hard to believe, but I tend to be the type that looks for positives, that looks for encouraging signs, that looks for hope at any stage of the future. And I could share with you anew that I like Don Kelly. I think Kelly could be the right manager for this team for the foreseeable future. I like a handful of the players that are in that clubhouse, meaning as baseball players. I like 2 or 3 of the prospects in the system, Bubba Chandler and Connor Griffin being obvious choices. But this isn't going anywhere like this, and it's not going to go somewhere like this. And whatever it was that Nutting had in his head, and he explained it to me, he made sense from his perspective and what it was that he hoped to achieve by keeping the GM on for the remainder of the season. It's not working. It's not going to work. It just feels like a dangling thread. It feels like unfinished business. And if it feels that way to me, and maybe it feels that way to you, imagine the people on the inside who matter and how they feel about it. Just whatever you're going to do, this is going to happen anyway after this season. Just go ahead and get it done. Just get it done. I appreciate the question. I appreciate everybody listening to Daily Shot of Pirates. We'll be back with another one of these tomorrow.